This is Fiat Fiorino. It's the Italian manufacturer's take on a group development project that also gave us Citroen's Nemo and Peugeot's Bipper. Though unlike those two, the Fiat uses its own 1.3 Multijet engine, producing 75 HP. And one more thing, it's pretty small. To give you an indication, I can actually fit it in my hand.
But looks can be deceiving. What helps the Fiorino is excellent packaging. An example of this type packaging is to be found in the rear. Okay, you may not be able to fit in the pet giraffe, but with a load volume of 2.5 meters cubed, that's pretty good considering. And you also get a payload of 610 kgs. For a vehicle this size, that's pretty competitive. What also helps the cause is the box-like design of the load area, allowing you to fill up the space to the maximum. And also, these catches on the door, easy to identify, push in, and they open out to 180. Helping load access is this side sliding door, which is standard on the SX model. And the Fiorino is also well built, which should finally banish the "fix it again Tony" stigma that's been blighting the brand for far too long in the UK. Also helping the Fiat's cause is the cabin. It might not be the biggest in the world, but even for a tall fella like myself, it's not too bad. Access is good, and you also get good rear seat travel, though the ladder frame bulkhead helps this situation. We have had full height bulkheads that have limited the legroom. But one thing we don't like is the lack of footwell space. Even for size 10s, there's little room to manoeuvre around and not good for long journeys. Granted, you do get a footrest, but it doesn't help make up for the overall space.
Fiorino's cabin is well packaged, if a little dull, due to the dominating grey colour scheme. However, storage is generous considering, and controls are easy to identify and well positioned. Around town, the Fiorino is as manoeuvrable as it looks. Sharp steering with a lock-to-lock of just 2.6 turns, and a tight turning circle allow it to cut through the urban congestion with ease.
On the road, the Fiorino feels surprisingly grown up for such a small van. Its well-damped suspension and stiff chassis combine well, helping to make you feel isolated from the outside world. Adding to this is the Multijet engine. It's smooth and progressive, and that little bit better than the Peugeot Citroen offering. By adding its Multijet engine to the mix, Fiat has boosted the appeal of this small van. So if your load demands are small and you value modest fuel consumption, then the Fiorino is well worth a look. This is Julian Milnes for roadtransport.com. Until the next test.